I know I have to go. I know. I know, too. I'm just going to be on for just a little bit, and then I talk to John Reep of Reno Collier. Oh, that would be so wonderful. Are they going to have some honey? No, they're not going to have honey. They're going to talk about comic stuff. I don't even know. Okay. Oh. Hey, everybody. It's comedian John Heffron, one half of the Heffron Reep podcast. Thank you for listening, however you're listening. I don't even know if you're listening, but if you are listening, I appreciate it. It's Monday, May 9th. I know a secret. It's Monday, May 9th. If you haven't already, please check out heffronreep.com. I was at the website today, actually, to steal a graphic. It's good goings-ons over there. It has John Reep's website. You can click over there. You can click on mine. Mine hasn't been updated since 1987. But John's has, and all of our tour dates are always on heffronreep.com to make it easy. I got stuff going on. You just go there, heffronreep.com. You see Reep's shows. He's got a lot. He's got a lot. He's got a cruise. You want to know about? I forgot the name of the cruise, but it's happening. You should go there. He's got a lot of stuff. So go to heffronreep.com for all things John Reep and moi. So we got a lot to get to. So we're just going to bring up the other half right now. Please welcome. Please put your hands together. Get ready to make some noise. Cinnamon stage left. John Reep on the main stage.
No, it's just going to be for a little bit. I'll be... Hey, I was just talking to my troll.
I like the troll. So,
thank you, John. Yes, the cruise will be called the Sea Amigos.
I got to write that down and put that on like a post-it note.
Because you're going to be on it. You're going to be on the cruise with me, and our special guest, who we're going to bring on in a minute, Reno Collier, will also be on the cruise. The Sea Amigos cruise, November 5 through 11, 2023, and happy May 9th to you.
Okay, so anyway,
it's not May 9th. Okay, look, John, first of all, I love it when you get silly. You don't get silly like I do a lot, so when you do, it really makes me laugh. So I love the little fake giggle, right. And then you talking to the doll. But yes, this is a pre-recorded episode. As we're talking to you right now, it is May the 4th, but we're going to pretend from here on out that it is May the 9th. We're recording this now today because Heffron was busy doing something. What are you doing?
The reason why, why we're doing this. I had a corporate event.
Yeah, I
had to fly to North Carolina. I'm just even though we're doing this early. Sorry I didn't get a hold of you. I was in and out for 24 hours and then left. So I fly into Raleigh, rent a car, drive to Pinehurst, do whatever's there for whoever I'm there, and then back. So sorry I didn't call you on Monday.
Oh, we're pretending that we've already done stuff. Okay.
Are we?
It's okay.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, yeah, okay, we'll pretend. Yeah. So sorry, I didn't get to you, but we were gonna cancel this podcast, or not cancel it, but just sometimes we can't be there. And then the guy's always on the back of my head. I'm like, we should not do the podcast, and then why bother?
Oh,
and I'm like, listen, Eeyore, that's not how we do it. We should do it for some money. And so we decided to do it. So because this is a fake May 9th, a lot of stuff going on. You were telling me what a lot of celebrations on May 9th.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on May 9th. It's National Homefront Heroes Day, Alphabet Magnet Day. So many days. I don't know if you want to do them all right now, but let me tell you, I had a great time in Toledo this past weekend. Thank you for everybody who came out and saw me in Toledo. This was one of the podcasts I was talking about.
Okay.
Heffron and Reep right here, and it's live. So thank you. Also, I got some more tour dates. Should I plug my tour dates real quick, John?
Yeah, because I'm going to show you.
I got May 20th. I'll be in Sharpsburg, Kentucky with Larry the Cable Guy. Get her done at the Barnyard. Then June 2nd through 4, Funny Bone, St. Charles, Missouri. Couple quick shout outs to our Patreon supporters: Brenda Sachs, Steve Dean, Joey Ellis, Shane Flint, Bob Haynes, Rick Sanford. Thank you all for being Patreon supporters. If you want a shout out, go to heffronreep.com, click on our Patreon support page, sign up.
And I will say this: this weekend, for those Michigan folk, I'm in Ann Arbor. I'm where it all started, at the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase this weekend, 13, 14. Most of the shows are sold out. There is a In Bed by 10 show in there. I believe the first show Saturday is at 5 o'clock, because this has been a dream of mine. There's no reason to be talking to 11 o'clock people. So there's a $5 in there. You'll be home before it's gonna be bright out still. You can mow the lawn after you go to my show. How about that?
That's awesome.
That's it. And then Traverse City and some other stuff. I was just gonna show you. I was in Grand Rapids this weekend. Went to a new club I've never been. There, people that were there. It was awesome. But I started before I showed up, and I'm sure everything worked out. You know what? Maybe this. I'll save this question to when Reno's on, because it's a comic question.
Okay, good. Well, I've got some other things I want to talk about with Reno as well. So should we just
bring him on?
Let's do it. Let's bring on our special guest, Reno. I like the drums in that thing. Oh, yes, of course. Of course, he's muted and sideways. Reno, what happened, buddy? Do you know we can't hear you, right? Or is this a joke?
My bad.
I can't hear him, and he's sideways. Now we did do some stuff in the beginning where we did a little rehearsal, but he's doing a monkey. Do you want to?
If he's sideways, he must have some money.
Yeah, he's hanging from the tree. So Reno, do you want to log out and log back in, or I don't know what we do from here on out? Luckily, it's not live.
We can leave it. We'll just leave it, John. We can have a conversation why he's like that.
That's not fun for Reno, though. I mean,
Reno, bail out and then just come back.
Yeah, bail out. Get with Alan if that's possible. Let me talk to Alan Jackson real quick and see what happened.
I can't tell you. I don't know,
because it wasn't like that before.
Is my internet's fault? Because usually it's my internet's fault. Is my internet not have anything to do with this?
I think John's internet creeped over to Reno's.
It's like COVID
setup and sabotaged it.
Yeah,
but that doesn't explain why John's internet turned his camera sideways.
That was great, though. All right, well, let's see. He's here again. Let's try and see if we got it working this time.
Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I can. And I hear the echo again.
It's cool. It sounds.
His camera is correct. I can see him.
Yeah. My head's not sideways.
Your head's not sideways, but I do hear an echo. I hear me.
Right now, I just know there's a 16-year-old watching 50-year-olds try to attempt technology.
Well, that's good.
We, at this point, fellas, we need to be all hanging out by the fountain at the mall. And just talking with our Velcro shoes.
Velcro shoes, white socks up to the.
We've officially done that with our jitterbug phones because they're easier to handle.
I'm peeing right now.
Well, what's up, Reno? How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. Happy May Snin.
Yes, happy May Snin to you as well.
Yeah, man.
You look great, man. What you been up to? It's been a minute.
It's May 9th, right?
It's May 9th, yes.
It's May 9th.
So I was at the Opry on the 7th.
Oh, how'd that go?
How was that?
It was great, man. Garth Brooks came up and gave me an award for best person ever.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
heard of this. I've heard of this.
yeah.
Not many people know about it. I don't like to talk about it, but since it's already happened, I guess I can let it out of the bag.
Yeah.
And
Congrats.
yeah, thanks, man. It
I
was
heard
good.
with that award, you get all the royalties to Thunder Roll.
You do, but not the
That's
song. It's a roller derby team.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, that's not
wanted-
a lot. That's not a lot of money.
Reep, we've always thought about. Remember when there was a show about roller derby that was on like A&E or one of those? This was like 10 years ago. It was just a reality show about a roller derby team in Austin, and then they were broke and they were looking for sponsors. I think the three of us, we should start ponying up to start buying some teams, right?
Roller
Because
derby.
we know with COVID, putting all of our money or all of our weight into just doing live shows, we now know it's dumb, right?
Yeah.
Because it can be taken away like that. So we evolve. So I think we start by purchasing a pro. I mean, Reep's already he's got a car. You're already into the racing thing. So he's, if we want to be moguls, fellas, we got to start thinking.
Branching out.
We got to start branching out and make some power moves because we're all gentlemen over 25 age. Fellas, we don't have a lot of time left. We got to start throwing some Hail Marys, man.
Is it roller derby is the answer?
I don't know what other teams. I mean, we can want to sponsor a kid's airsoft team. We got to think of where our crowd's going to be.
Both of these things that you just said, I've never once been to a roller derby event. I would love to. I've never been. I've seen it on TV. Mm-hmm. And I know when you say airsoft, you think of BB guns?
Yeah, it's BB gun wars. I'm just trying to think of team.
Yeah. Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
We combined them. We have the kids shoot at the women who are roller skating around the rink.
Genius.
You know what
Literally.
I mean? So then we're getting the kid group, like the kids would come out to watch them, and then the real big girls would come out to watch other big girls on roller skates, and then to see big girls get hit with BBs as they're trying to knock each other out. I think it's a win-win. I don't see anything that could go wrong with it. We just need a team name.
Dude, we were, last week, me and Reep talked about Tag, the assassination game. I'm having a stroke. What if you do that? What if we change rules? We buy the league, right? And we change it up. We do what the McMahon did with football, and we kind of change it up. One person on the rolling thing is an assassin, and so you're rolling. So in addition to you have watching somebody coming up behind you in a skate, they can Jason Bourne you.
Oh, no.
And so do they really die? I mean, is it?
Well,
I think they have to, guys.
I really do
if
too.
You want to stay with the theme, definitely, because people are going to know it's not real. When they see.
Yeah, you're gonna have to kill. You're gonna have to kill a couple people, the first couple ones, just so we get on. Like we it's viral. It'll be very viral.
Right.
Yeah.
I like it.
And no stoppers on the skates.
Oh, right.
Because when somebody big gets going on them, I don't want them to be able to slow down. That's not fair.
I wonder how many different sports you can sponsor. Like, is there a kite flying team? Is there a team of flower planner, flower club? Like, I wonder if we can if there's a whole bunch of just teams that we don't know about. Can we sponsor a Dungeons and Dragons team?
Sure.
Yeah,
I don't know how any of this applies to us selling tickets, but
what is the upside again? Is it because we'll make money or because our name is be out there? What's the plus besides just
I don't know how my intros when I get introduced on stage are pretty weak. So I like to start adding some titles.
Dude, you know what I do? I add titles that no one can check on. Like I'm like Olympic hopeful. Nobody can do anything. There's no way you can't check on me. Front runner. Of what? I don't need to tell you.
I think
Academy Award watcher. I watch.
That's right.
I think I bought the Who's in Comedy. I think me and Reep talked about that. Or Reno, you might even been on. I think I bought that. I can slap up a website and put us all in it.
Yeah.
And then that'll be one of our intros.
Okay. Well, we got a lot to do. We got a lot to do, guys.
Dude, sometimes you can get too much on your plate, but I don't feel like we do now. I think we're really getting somewhere.
I think.
Right.
You know?
Let
Well,
me ask you.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
Go.
Well, I was going to say it's good to see Reno. I haven't physically seen his face in a minute. I know you've been out there ripping it up, dude.
Trying.
We have a gig coming up. I mean, you and I, another Reep and Reno gig in Bristol, Tennessee, right?
That's right. That's right. Coming up in August 19th.
Yes. August 19th, Bristol, Tennessee.
Is that right?
Yeah. August 9th. Do we have one after that? Or is it just that one? Is there another one?
I think we do, but
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. All right. Just double checking. Good deal. Excited for that.
I don't know. I don't know that, but I do know that I think we should continue the conversation about the big girls and roller derby.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sorry if I cut you guys off on that. Go continue.
No, it's just that once I get going, I don't like to stop.
Yeah.
With all the problems with people rushing the stage and things, if we had a bunch of real big girls on roller skates that would just, as soon as somebody got up, they just come flying in from either side and just wham.
Yeah.
You know
And they
what I
have
mean?
no brakes because you took the stoppers off.
There's no breaks, and they're all wearing our T-shirts. So as the video goes viral, our ad is right there. You understand what I mean?
This. Yeah. I do love watching big girls do athletic stuff.
Dude, I like watching fat people do everything.
Yeah. It's more fun.
It's
And
better.
then to see them get hit with a BB gun, sometimes to me that's funnier than if a fit person got hit with a BB gun. It's
I do like seeing really small people get smushed by really big people.
Yeah, I do too. Like if a big girl just laid on a skinny dude and he couldn't get up, and she was just laughing. He's like, "I can't breathe." Like
And
that's funny.
Yeah. You know, there's a fans only page for that. You know what they're gonna have to do? And then I guess because I would like to see it. I know it's Monday, May 9th, but as of right now, taping this, I've not seen it with the Chapelle being attacked on stage. You know, when you get on stage, and I just now realized whoever is sitting at the table that are right by the stairs of the comedy club, the servers are going to have to treat them like exit row people on a plane. The servers are going to have to look and go, are you willing and able to participate if things happen, to then stop? Right. So, and they have to, I need a verbal yes. Can you take your headphones out? I need a verbal yes. And they have to say, because those are now the two gatekeepers.
Yeah.
Right. If somebody's coming on stage,
Right.
you need help right there. Because now this has happened where people think they could get on stage, where now you got to put the stool next to those stairs, so at least that way somebody's got to get through the stool. I'm already thinking of what can you verbally say, so when you start fighting the person who came on stage, when they sue you, because that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to come on stage, they're going to accost some comic, and then that comic is going to smash them in the face, and then that comic is going to get sued.
Can I tell you something?
Hands down, that's what's
right before. You know when you pick up the microphone stand and it has that really heavy weighted steel on the bottom?
Yeah.
Right before you hit him, you yell out, "He said he's gonna kill me."
Yeah.
Now you're in fear for your life, and then you rack him in the head with it.
Yeah.
Or
it's like this. I always thought about this, how there's never been a movie about this. Like if you walk in and your wife is sleeping with somebody else and you shoot him, right? And guys get in trouble for that. But if you go to court and go, hey, look, I have a video of her saying, till death do us part, I'll never do that. So I thought something awful was happening to her.
Right. Because there's no way she would.
Yeah,
there's no way she would break this contract with me.
That's what I didn't think. So did I go overboard with 80 rounds? Maybe.
Right.
But as you can see, while she's promising.
Yeah.
I just took her for a word. It's just how I am.
I think on the bottom of mic stands, there should be a warning. So when you lift it, it's yellow and it just says, if you're reading this, you comply to what's about to happen to you. So they see their agreement and then they get smashed in the face.
Or if there's a stamp on it, like when you brand your steak,
then it's,
it's like,
yeah.
You just gotta, and then it gives in their forehead and just says improv.
Yes. or it's like a QR code where people can, while you're laying there unconscious, they can just scan it and take it to heffronreep.com.
John has already turned in the guy's scar into a promotional thing.
You see that guy who got knocked out at a show? Yeah, but every time I look, it takes me to the bestcuttingboards.com. It's weird.
Oh, John, I like your idea.
We got the #1 cutter in all the country.
We give it a thumbs. We give it an okay.
I like your idea of
We give
making
it to Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, that's right. There's a lot of. I mean, think of all the. Will Smith hits Chris Rock. Some weird dude hits Dave Chapelle. Who was I got one more, John. There was a female actress who was served divorce papers on stage. I forgot her name.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah. So
I just saw that.
Reno,
have you seen that?
No.
Anymore.
It's what?
What happened? Go ahead.
Was I talking
No,
on
I was talking, and then someone else started talking, so I stopped talking.
Wait, who got divorce papers served?
I forgot her name. It was Olivia Wilde or something. Do you know her name, John? No, you go over.
I don't know her name. I don't.
Okay.
I know.
Female actress on stage doing something at some film festival thingy. She was married to Jason Sudeikis, and they're, I guess, going through divorce or child custody or something. And so she had to be served papers. And while she was on stage talking about the film, some guy walks up and hands her an envelope. And she's like, "Oh, I wonder what this is. Probably a script." And she pulls it out. She goes, "Nope," and puts it back in. And she was being served. So my point was, the stage is not a safe place to be right now for everybody.
Right.
You know, you're either going to get attacked or serve divorce papers.
I wonder legally, though. I have so many questions. Could you, as a comic, if you're at one of these clubs, because here's what I don't get about Chappelle's thing. He's got protection and he's performing in places that you can't even get parking to if you have a ticket for the event. So I don't know how,
Hey, dude,
you know,
John, you've got to see the video of the guy getting put in the ambulance after he attacked Chappelle. One arm is bent like up like this, and it's completely going the wrong direction.
Oh, crap.
Whatever happened to him when he went out of the shot of the phone, in between him tackling Chappelle and him getting to the ambulance, dude, he looks like he was sewed back together. Like, I mean, he's literally like this, and he can't move, and they're throwing him in the back of the ambulance. You know?
Do we have Diallo Jackson? Do we have a video or anything we can show? Because I haven't seen the whole thing. I mean, we're pretending it's May 9th. It's May 4th, and this happened last night. I haven't had time to look at it yet. Have you seen all of it, Reno?
I did.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can't have phones up because they don't want people stealing the act, but you'll see him come running up, tackle him. I mean, Chappelle came back out afterwards. Chris Rock came out and claimed that it was Will Smith.
Right. I love that.
Jesus.
I love that. Well, let's play it.
Yeah. I have to watch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for hip hop history.
Oh,
hell. Oh, who's the guy come sliding in and busting his ass? All right, here we go. So Dave Chapelle, here comes a guy.
He's not even looking. Chappelle doesn't even. He caught him there.
Does Chappelle fall down?
No, he doesn't. That's just cigarettes.
Oh,
and
he
roids.
fell. No, he fell down.
Okay.
All right, now here's where it gets good, because right now his arm is being completely twisted with the rotator cuff.
Wait, I gotta see this.
Wait, I gotta see this.
Yeah. Wow.
Jesus.
We haven't heard
now,
anything from this guy yet, have we? Like, why he hasn't said anything? The guy who did it, we don't know what his beef was, do we?
Yeah, he's probably still drinking out of a straw, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I saw his face. Like, I don't know if he can't even sign language stuff. If it's the way his arm is probably
kind of a weak tackle too. He should have hung in there on those Oklahoma drills, because that was kind of.
You got to keep driving the feet. He kind of he
lift,
lost his
man.
footing.
Stick your head in the middle of his chest and lift. You can't even tackle. That's what you get in LA. Oh my God, I'm going to tackle him. No, you're not. No,
Were
you're
those
not.
people were those his security? They kind of look like people who just came up from the crowd, but.
Dude, if this is him getting in the ambulance, you got
Yeah,
this is what
okay.
you gotta say.
And they beat your ass. They beat your ass.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Look at his arm.
And they beat your ass. They beat your ass. Damn.
Yeah. They should show this video before every comedy show. Just this guy and what he looks like. His nose is bleeding, his eyes swollen, his arms jacked up. That video every day, but every show across the country needs to be played.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I want to know why he did that. Like what's going on? Was he just do you think it was some weirdo who's like, oh, because it happened to Chris Rock, now it has to happen all the time, and I'm just going to be the guy that did it because I want 5 minutes of fame?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nobody at even the, we're kind of right in the mix at the clubs we perform. Nobody in any of our shows is mad enough to not like what you're talking. They're not going to look at you, Reep, and go, I never had a pool growing up. Ooh, I never had dad, and run over and tackle you. Or right there, nobody's ever gonna. But now that's dumb people who are raised by more dumb people all have that in their head now, and then their dumbness, is going to come out even more.
And the scary thing too is like somebody walking up trying to give you a piece of paper that says, will you wish my wife a happy birthday? And you drill them in the face because you don't know what's going on.
Right.
Like there's no, what are we supposed to do?
I know. Well, John was saying move the stool where the steps are. I like that idea. Maybe we take it a step further. Those little baby gates that people have at home for their kids. I'd say we put those up there.
Please welcome John Reep. And you got to do that thing. We got to try to step over it and hold on to the side of rail of the stairs.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
You got to because how often are you not? I've had it happen a few times where I'm talking like this and I've had people suddenly look the other way and I turn and it is a waitress with a note. Remember back in the days, hey, there's a bachelorette party, can you? Or somebody was right there. Luckily,
I've had waitresses come on the stage holding a shot and I didn't even see them because I happened to be facing that way talking to someone. I turn around and they scare the shit out of me.
I think we need those driveway chimes. If somebody's coming in your driveway, it just goes bing, bing, bing. So we need like a Ring doorbell somewhere before you even get to the stage. So as you're talking, you see your phone with a notification, then you can look, oh, somebody's behind me.
Yeah, one of those laser things that Catherine Zeta-Jones had to stick her ass through. Yeah.
Or tripwire when they turn the light out, pull up the.
Yeah, I like
a moat. I'd be okay with performing you funny bone if in the improvs if you just get rid of that first row and just put water, crocodiles or something.
Maybe we should every comedian should be armed now with a water gun or maybe just something like a cat sprayer. Just no, not mace because you don't want to hurt everyone else, but just a little zap. I had to kick a guy out in Tulsa because he was all coked up on the front row, Reno, and he was had sunglasses on and he propped his feet up and he was all laid back. And after every joke, he would have something to say. And I looked at one point, I go, dude, you can't be doing this after every joke. It's going to be a long night. So let's just stop with it. And then he did it again. I go, okay, if it happens again, you got to go. And then I was like, you know what? Never mind. Get him out of here. So I said, you guys got to come get this guy. And they marched him out and we did the whole no, hey, goodbye. But I never felt threatened. But I don't think Reno, you're not like this. And I don't think Heffron's like this. We're not those kind of comedians that attack the people at our show. We don't make fun of people. We sort of make fun of ourselves. And then no one desires to tackle us. So I think we're going to be fine.
Yeah. And also I got to send you guys one of these.
Yeah, what is that?
Dude, front pocket pen goes in my front pocket. It's just small enough right here. Some quicks. you don't see it in this way. So I'm like, what's up? Spam, spam, spam. What's up, spam, spam,
Yeah.
swam.
Ink poisoning. Yeah.
Yeah. Why? So what's the advantage of having that pin as opposed to your fist? I mean,
You
Okay,
can stick
so
it right in the
I always
yeah,
have
but then
it
you could kill someone.
right
look,
here.
man, it's a
and
tough
then-
world out there, Reep.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, I can wait here, and then from here it adds like a couple pounds to me. You know?
Oh, I see. Yeah. So because
Just enough.
Now, will that pierce? Is that you trying to poke a hole in someone, or just sort of?
Man, it's annoying. If I go like this, it's bugging you.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
but it's
Irritating.
technically. See, hopefully, well, this is where
Like if
this
you hit
pu-
someone hard
pu-
enough with that thing, I feel like it could go through there.
It'll puncture them. It
Yeah.
probably won't stab them. I mean, this will break glass. This is a
Yeah.
glass breaker. But I'm not doing that with anybody because even showing you right there, I'm exhausted and might possibly have a heart attack. So
Dude,
Oh,
we sound like a bunch of 12-year-olds in the woods. It's a glass breaker.
Yeah. Right.
Which show?
Yeah. Watch. Go get me some glass. I'll
Yeah,
show
no.
you.
Listen, guys, my uncle works. He works for a guy who makes a car that runs on water, but the government doesn't want you to have it. But he told me.
That's you're full of shit.
No,
man.
my
That's not
my
true.
uncle told me he was telling my dad. I saw it. He
Your
like showed a
uncle's a
picture.
drunk, man. He's
No,
an idiot.
no, it's true. My uncle's over. He comes and visits my mom a lot when my dad's not around. And when I see that guy, I'm like, hey. Yeah. That took it weird. I also have these.
Well, yeah. See what else you got.
I'm just you don't even want to know what's in that cabinet.
A cutting board.
Cutting board. These bad dads.
What is that?
He's going to
blow dart.
My blow dart.
Yeah.
So here's what I think we invent: the mic stand blow dart. So you have the blow at the so you take the mic stand and
Hold on. Hold still. Where'd he go?
Can somebody hold his head up like this?
What about you know how we have air marshals on planes and we don't know who is an air marshal and who's not an air marshal? Maybe we have those people in the audience. You know, we have a certain table, certain seats reserved for comedy marshals, comedy club marshals, audience marshals, you know, so if something happens, because when I had to kick that guy out in Tulsa, you know, people were booing him. Like they get on our side, the people in the crowd, they're like, shut up, man. And I have, there are guys in there that were military. They were all tatted up, big dudes who would love to have kicked the shit out of this guy. Yeah. And so I just get those people to fight my battles. I go, see what he's doing with your money? You paid for this and he won't shut up. If I were you, I would do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of you, this guy's stealing from you. I had a great thing. I've said that. I just have this huge bit that you would have loved. I can't do it now because he made the choice. Yeah. I go, audiences now, I yell at him. I go, it's me talking. You listen. This isn't a fucking choose your own adventure where you get to dictate what I'm going to say next. Or do I open the door? Do I go into Taco Bell for this joke? Or do I go into McDonald's? Taco Bell. It's not that. And the thing is at comedy clubs, I mean, back in the day, there used to be door guys. I've never, maybe with COVID and stuff, I don't see. Matter of fact, I don't see anybody working at any clubs I would go. I just go kind of stand what I think is the green room, and I wait to be introed, and then I leave. So
Reno, have you? I've noticed this because I follow a lot of other comedians. Like I was just watching Bruce. I love Bruce. Very funny guy. He was just in Richmond, Virginia, and he had a video of him. We all do these braggy videos. If it's a sold out crowd, we take a picture and go, look at us. We're still doing it. So he was doing one of those videos where he was walking to the stage. His camera guy was behind him and you could see that the crowd was big and sold out, but he had a guy leading him like if you never seen boxers come into they got the guys in front of him, the guys behind him. Like, is that like a black thing where they've got like they're surrounded by bodyguards? I don't know one white comedian that walks onto the stage with a guy in front of him and the guys behind him like they're boxers.
It gives off a different feel if white people do it.
Yeah.
Like if you have a bunch of bald bikers that are like, anybody touches him, you die. It's like, oh God.
What's the club? Was it Richmond or Virginia Beach that had that guy who was a motorcycle? He was in a motorcycle gang, wore a leather jacket, and he would do that. He would walk you. But he was, I
think it's Virginia Beach.
I had to tell him once, I'm like, listen, I appreciate this, but I can't have the biker leather guy walk me to the stage and I get on stage. Hey guys, weren't your mom's haircuts funny? Like it just doesn't it doesn't match my act.
By the way, I know how to get to the stage without your help. I don't understand why we need a fullback blocking, making a hole through the crowd to get us to the stage. I mean, is that the idea? Why would you need that guy? You can see the stage. I mean, is it a bouncer situation? I don't understand it. But
are you allowed to?
Maybe we should start doing that.
We'll start our own protection service, and then that'll be like a Netflix series, like Bodyguard.
Oh wait, this is where Brent Blakeney kicks in. The guy that I bring with me. He's 6 feet 7 inches tall, and so he acts as opener and bodyguard.
Dude, so he introduced you, and then it would be funny if you just give him a chair. He's like, everyone, please welcome John Reep. And then everyone claps, and he just sits on the chair. It doesn't leave the stage. Just sits down.
Yeah.
he just,
I like it.
He's like the nicest guy in the world, though.
I know.
You know what I mean?
That's
like
the
somebody's
thing.
gonna rush to say, hey.
Yeah, he's
come on.
He'll run off. I mean, he looks intimidating, but he is not intimidating.
But he's the perfect size because he's so tall and big. You could throw a punch, and you're still 20 miles away from the person.
Yeah.
So you getting hit is just is not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I feel you.
Cage. It's almost Roadhouse. We need if there's ever time in our lives where we need Dalton.
Yeah.
It's kind of now.
Yeah,
if I get to a comedy club and some guy behind a chicken wire singing Angel Eyes, I know I'm in trouble. What was that guy saying?
But he can't see.
Right?
I love that specific. Yeah.
So looking good.
What happened to that guy, man? That guy.
I still hear him. I still hear him on the Stevie Ray Vaughan Pandora.
I think he passed away.
Did he? Yeah, they still play him all the time, though.
Yeah, he passed away, I think, shortly after that. Is
why Ronald got through.
I believe so.
Would you count him as yacht rock? He's not yacht rock, is he? What was he
he's
like?
Blues. He's blues. Really talented. Jeff Healey, I think his name was.
Yeah. That was back when they would play that type of music on radio. I don't even know where like that song, if it came out today, where would you even put that?
Yeah.
I won't even know. No, that's odd.
Eric Clapton used to sing stuff for the radio, but he was a blues guy too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Jeff Healey was like, dude, that guy could wail.
Yeah, that was one of the best movies ever. And I remember like he was singing a song about angel eyes. And I mean, how many blind guys have songs about there's a stranger in my house, there's somebody here that I can't see? Wasn't that Ronnie Millsap?
Yeah.
And he was blind, right?
Dude, this guy has a guitar I was doing that Big D and Bubba radio show, and there's a guitar that's signed by a bunch of artists, and it has Ronnie, and then it goes Mill, and it just goes off the side of the guitar.
Well, we think it was Ronnie Millsap. We don't know. He's not sure.
Dude, that stuff makes me laugh so hard.
Did you see Roadhouse 2? There's a sequel to that.
No.
Did you ever see it? Yeah, it's not with Swayze. It's spoiler, he has a son, and the Dalton character gets killed. You never see it, and then the son revenges his death. They should bring that back and have Leslie Nielsen come back.
When did that one come out?
90s probably.
Oh, so it was like 5 years later or 4 years.
It's literally like Roadhouse 2. Yeah.
Wow. No, I didn't even know about that.
Or they should make it where like TGIF buys the Roadhouse and it just becomes super just blah. You know what I mean? They have trivia Thursday an 80s night on Saturday, and now the guy's bouncing there, but you know, the whole movie's him wiping off menus.
With a mask on.
Aren't there like Roadhouse restaurants? Isn't that like a, I mean,
There's
did they
take Roadhouse, but it's not the same.
Yeah, right.
It's like
they need to embrace that, right? Wouldn't that be more fun if you went to a Texas Roadhouse?
Oh yeah.
Thinking that you might see a big bar brawl break out with like a bunch of rednecks and pool cues and one guy doing a kata with the pool cue.
Yeah. Dude, I beat the shit out of somebody at the salad bar. Cramming chickpeas in his mouth. Eat these beets.
There's a blind guy playing music, making sandwiches. He's like, I think this is yours. I don't know.
It's funny when I got my the VR system that I busted, and I think the game I'm about to tell you about is the reason why I busted it. There is a bar fight game, and you do that. You walk into a bar, and with the VR, it feels like you're at a bar. There's no thing that doesn't, and then a fight breaks out, and you start smashing people, and you can grab whatever. You can grab the telephone booth, phone off the wall, smash it, and everybody's punching you. It's mayhem. It's mayhem.
Your goggles.
I was punching like this, and then my thumb hit whatever the goggles thing was, and I ripped the strap off, and then they flew across. They busted them forever. Yeah.
Does it make you feel like you're drunk? Like, does it get more whatever?
No, it feels like you're there.
Blurry?
No, nope. Oh, yeah, right. Like, no, there was a game. There was a game where Max Payne, was that it? Where to live, you have to take like basically these ecstasy type pill, like as your health, and you take it, and what you do, everything gets wobbly, and then that's when you got like guys come out to get you.
See, for someone who doesn't drink anymore, that just sounds like, oh
yeah, that's your new thing.
Yeah, you could have the exact experience, but then immediately just be done
and not have a hangover. But you
not have a hangover.
Get in a bar fight. No
felony arrest because you were fighting an avatar of an elephant and a giraffe, so they're not gonna. Those, they get it. They don't press charges.
So you don't fight like real people.
There are a couple different versions. The real person one, there is a boxing one, like almost like a Fight Club, right? And that looks real. And there's this big dude, right? And he starts walking towards you, and just kind of like that thing. My heart dropped, and immediately, just in real life, went, "I'm about to get my ass kicked so bad." Like, not on playing this game, okay. My body did not know the difference of a video game or a huge human coming over who's just about to throw punches.
Because, dude, remember, when we were younger, we had Tron and Fields, whatever. But like when we go to Disney now, most of the rides aren't even real rides. They're like you sitting in a seat, and it's all visual, and dude, it is every bit as exciting as being on a real ride, if not more.
Yeah, the one I went to Universal City Walk had the Simpsons Ride. Have you done that one? Well, what you just said, you get in a seat, you strap in like it's a real roller coaster, and maybe you go up a little bit. It's just another screen, and then a bunch of crap happens. But they even got it down to there's a part where you are on a fake roller coaster within this ride. Anyway, the baby Simpson, Maggie or whatever her name was,
Maggie,
does something, and the slobbers on you, and then like water shoots down, and then you smell actual baby powder. Like they've got it to where it's not just your eyes, it's your ears, it's your smell.
We went to a movie theater like that I forgot what movie it was. It was some like Marvel movie, but there was a ocean scene where the ship is kind of like, bouncing through the water. And every time your ship would land, or you get 4D water sprayed on you. Like,
dude, the Avatar one's like that. And the Avatar ride is one of the coolest things I've ever been on. Like, you're flying over and you go straight down into the trees, and you're barely missing stuff. And I looked over to the side, dude, and everybody is just wigging out. It's fun.
Hey, Reno, have you tried the virtual reality goggles yet?
No, my kids have them, and I did it for a couple minutes, and I was like, "This is stupid. I'm gonna end up running out the window or something."
I want to try it. I've not even tested one out. I feel like if I did and I liked it, then that's
there's some fun games. There's some fun boxing ones. There's one game where you take an elevator up 30 stories or something, and it's a plank. It's just a wood plank. So your elevator door opens, and you just see this plank, and you have to. It's called the plank, and you just walk out on it.
Yeah.
And good luck.
And if you fall, you feel like you're actually falling.
And your brain again doesn't know.
Yeah.
It's just hard to tell your brain this is only a game. It's only a game. It doesn't know.
So Reno, I have been doing this whole thing, no drinko till cinco. So I've not had a drop of alcohol. Today's May 4th. I know we're pretending it's May 9th, but it's May 4th. Tomorrow's the first day back. And I'm kind of like scared because I know I'm going to drink again, but it was not as hard as I thought it was.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. And I feel great.
You do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to try to do that too. And it was like, I'm at lunch. I ate breakfast. I'm like, dude, that's it. I'm taking a month off. And then I'm at lunch, like, I'm going to celebrate this tuna fish sandwich.
John, did you say you were going to do it too? And how long did you last? I remember one episode of this podcast, you said, I'll do it with you.
I accidentally have done it over. No, I had a few since I said that. Then because of my little wobbly thing, before I get checked, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So, yeah.
So tell Reno what happened.
I was on stage and I just started feeling wobbly, and everyone's yelling at me for not going any place still or doing the show. I just felt like uneven, like I'd start to fall, and then I'd have to hold on to them. And it already.
Have you ever had a panic attack?
No, but I wouldn't have. Like, it's just before you almost feel, and then I'm convinced there's my artery is clogging and I'm slowly gonna pass out, or it's dehydration. I was also drinking and in hot tubs for 3 hours a day with warm bubbles in Phoenix, and then waking up and my first wake up, I'd have a 5 hour, then a Celsius thing, one of those energy drinks. That was how I wake up. Yeah. And then maybe one thing of water, and then back at the club, and maybe a few drinks, and back in the hot tub. So I'm kind of thinking it was just dehydration. Let's hope
it might be.
I'd rather have that.
What were you thinking, Reno? What were you about to say?
When I used to do those shows with Foxworthy in those arenas, I used to have full-blown panic attacks on stage, and I thought I was going to fall over.
Wow.
Like, I'd be standing there, and there's 20,000 people, and I'm going like, I'm going to fall out.
Yeah.
Right? And it just, it's a weird, and I've had them like in a store. Like, I used to push my kids when they were little, and I'm like, I'm having a full-blown stroke. And I go to the hospital, and they're like, it's not. There's nothing.
Wow. What is
it? It was anxiety attacks.
Anxiety, panic attack. Well, I don't know if I've had them before. I've been definitely panicky before a show or some big event where I go, whew, but it kind of goes away. I don't know if you count that as a full-on panic attack for someone who's maybe never had one. How do you describe that? What is that?
So it's imminent doom. Like, you get dizzy, you're gonna die, or whatever it is that's getting you. Dude, mine was all because of alcohol. I quit drinking and they went away. But raging alcoholic, so a different kind of. I was the guy in the golf with the towel and the drink, so I could like pull one end of the towel to get the drink to my mouth. So I wasn't pouring it all over my face. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a good move. Okay.
It is a very good move.
Reep's like, I start drinking tomorrow. I'm gonna try the call.
You just kind of stand there like this. Yeah, what are you guys doing? And you kind of, hey,
you're like,
that's a weekend at Bernie's, right?
Yeah, it's weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, dude. Every time I signed my name, it looked like a ball of yarn. It was just like. but mine was because of booze, and then I drank and they'd go away. So mine was, my body was in panic mode that I wasn't getting what it was ready to feed off of. But do you feel like this kind of all-consuming? Sometimes you get tunnel vision. It feels like things are coming in on you a little bit. But dizziness was the big one. Like, I'm going to fall down. And I'd have to grab stuff.
Yeah, mine was literally, it felt like my legs were just weak. Like,
that's
just
part of it too, dude. It's like
you're
just going down.
Or I do that just like a hobble.
Wow.
But dehydration can do that too, man.
Yeah.
Like your body's trying to find water. And part of being an alcoholic is you don't have a lot. I didn't have a lot of water.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You should have switched. Yeah. That 3-beer Bush or whatever. Yeah. So that was that. I got to ask you guys this. When you, not even subject change, I'm trying to be less. Oh, I lost it. Ugh, I'll find it. I'm trying to be less of a problem doing comedy. I've never been high maintenance, but it seems like things bug me. And then I would just talk about them. But now I'm trying to be stoic and not say anything about anything. Right. At a club.
Okay.
So I'm
to
this
the staff
weekend
or to
no
people,
to the people's up. Let's say I'm a bit jaded with entertainment friendships or people who you know, I'm with you, we're part of your team all the time, and then the second you know, well, you're just not clicking, you're just gonna have to blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
So here's, and let's see, I was there this weekend, but I just can't remember how it ended. So the club's been promoting me, right?
Okay.
Every couple weeks, nothing big. Okay. But then I get promoted like this. And it bugs me that I'm bottom small square and I never get my own picture with my own date coming. It's always, here's 5 comics that are coming. And all 3 of us performed that weekend. Now, is that me just being a baby? Or do you think
the big picture? Is that Harlan?
Yeah. Harlan, yeah. He's this weekend he was right next door to me because that's what the guy who runs the place thought would help me.
What? Okay, without I think I saw this post. Was this one club or one city with a bunch of stuff going on in that city?
Same person. Same person is somehow running 4 things in the same city.
That's weird. Yeah.
It might be great, but I posted this weekend at the Grand Rapids, Michigan. One day I'll be the big solo picture. That's kind of not why I did it. I just don't like when clubs go, here's 7 acts. And then if they tweet it and I don't like one of the 7 or 2 of the 7, I'm not retweeting it.
Right.
So it's always best. I think best if you just blast it out individual. John Reep's coming this week. Reno Collier's coming. John Heffron, not John on this. She's like, I'm not.
Yeah, I've never really paid attention to. I mean, until recently, and it's because of you, John, that I've done this. Because what bothers you has trickled into my brain, and now it bothers me. And before you, it never bothered me, but now I'm like, maybe I should be pissed off about this now that John's pissed off about it. But like, I never really paid attention to comedy clubs' own social media pages, like what they do on Twitter or what they do until recently, and then I started going like. Yeah, how come I got a gig coming up in 2 weeks and they've not said one thing. And I started going down the rabbit hole of like, they have said shit in a year. I mean, some of these pages don't even do anything.
No,
I've never been in a small box.
Alan, can we make his box smaller, please? Can you talk to us the rest of the show?
Small boxes. I'm coming.
I'll do that though. I'll scroll through because a lot of comic clubs, the day that you're there, then they post a picture, and you go, "Okay, nobody's making plans in 2 hours. Like you should have back-ended this." And I don't know.
Dude, I got clubs playing videos from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't look the same. I'm not talking about the same stuff. I mean, like, and they just pull anything off.
Yeah.
And go like, okay, here. Well, if we sent you stuff,
right?
You know what I mean? But somebody's like, oh, let's just pull this off. And
dude, they're so lazy. I was just in Syracuse, New York at the Funny Bone. I was in the green room and I heard them start the pre-show video, and it was me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm here now. Fast forward. I can't do that bit now.
Right.
You know? So, but I think they're just lazy. A lot of these places that, you know.
I'm at a new club in Colorado Springs, 3E's. Never been there. I'm there 2 weeks. I'm still not on their website. So I'm plugging. I'm sure they're all nice people, but
you do a door deal?
I don't even know. You know, I'm not complaining. I'm happy to be working again. But I have some good. I have some good comedy news. And you know me, I don't like to go after people, but this maybe sounds fun. I'll read you a text.
That
I'm
was
not
great.
even on the website. I don't know what these people are doing, but nobody. Are you going to Hey, it doesn't matter how I'm getting paid. I'm just there to serve the people.
I'm just happy to be working, man. Yeah.
So I got to and tell me how you guys would handle this. I got a text from my comic friend, good buddy, J. Chris Newberg. Do you guys know J. Chris?
I do.
Yeah. He texted me and said, "Congratulations on your killer set last night for Dry Bar." And by that, I watched a kid do 3 of your old jokes during the first show. Then I leveled them in between recordings and scared the shit out of him. He didn't do them the second show, but FYI, your old jokes still work.
Wow.
And then I go, ha, ha, ha. I spelled, okay, capital. Which ones? He goes, condoms, Tums. I want to start a company, and another one I can't remember, but it was so yours. I scared the shit out of him.
Wow.
If I weren't on a plane, I'd call you, but it was Detroit. But it's a Detroit no. You don't do another comic joke, especially in front of someone who you're friends with. And I go, yeah, that'd be it will be fun to edit his and mine together. And then he said, I told him it'll never make air. And then I asked who it was. He says, I'll look it up when I get home. Young kid Robbie, something Indian. I don't know what that means, but so if anyone knows a comic who goes by Robbie, somewhat Indian, I want parallel thinking. It was theft, and that's what I told him. So
his name's Robbie something Indian.
That's what J. Chris said. So he must have said his name's Robbie something, and then comma he's Indian.
He's Indian. Okay.
So
and
I Google Indian comedian, and it's unless Russell Peters is going by Robbie, you don't get anybody else. But Tom's, I just can't wait to see it because it's. You know,
did he record it?
What
is there a video? Is there a video of him?
He did a dry bar. This kid did a dry bar, but you know, if he did a dry bar, that's not the first time. There's a YouTube thing, or he put it up on. You know, there's other stuff.
Wow.
I just want to do it and compare it. I love it's fun.
That pisses me off. Yeah,
there's a lot of guys because think how long we've done comedy now. Where I mean, that's special. I think with the whole, I used to do things, so I started a company. That was on the 1991 special. Mm-hmm. So there's all these kids that are 20 or 30 doing comedy that just
Reno, have you ever seen someone do someone else's act and you're sitting there going,
"No, dude, I've seen someone do mine."
Oh,
I saw a guy on Last Comic Standing do my whole teacher bit that I've done that I haven't done it in years, but that I used to, I mean, word for word about the kid coming up sniffing him. He said he was a PE teacher. You smell like my dad, the whole thing.
Listen, Reno, I was in the finals. I had to go after Madigan. I had to do what I had to do.
When he said Last Comic Standing, I got nervous too. I'm like, oh, shit.
He didn't make it that far. Make it that far. And I was sitting there going, dude, I bet you weren't even a PE teacher. I mean, it doesn't matter. I saw another kid who opened for me who came back and he was so excited. He's like, dude, I'm featuring for you now. I was like, yeah, man. He went up and did like 3 of my old jokes, word for word. Man. And he's like, what'd you think? And I was like, dude, I think you did them just as good as I did. And he's like, what? And I go, dude, that whole quitting smoking, the ham, that is off of a freaking album I did 20 years ago.
Wow. Yeah.
And he looked so dejected and I felt bad. And I'm like, I don't care. Do whatever you want, man.
I did that once where...
Do you think he did it on purpose or did it get into his subconscious?
I think what he did is I think he didn't have enough material one night. He pulled up some stuff out of his head that he'd heard before and it came too easy. And then, but dude, he had it word for word. I don't think I think he did it so many times he forgot that it was me
right.
he stole it from.
Yeah.
When I started comedy, I mean, years and years ago, we watched the guy steal my buddy's bit, and I don't even remember the bit. It was something like where, Tom's mom goes, and Tom, get in here, and whatever punchline. And this guy, let's say his name is Dave, is on stage and does the bit and goes, and Tom, get in here and do the literally says Tom's name. Doesn't even switch it to his own name. I did that once in high school. I copied off of Tom Duncan for like a history exam, and you have to write on the top your name, what class it is, section, whatever. Like that's how you had to do. And I was copying his paper so fast, I wrote Tom Duncan on the top, 6'8" or whatever the section was. And the teacher said, "Did you copy this homework?" I'm like, "No, I didn't. Why would I copy it?" He goes, "Why is Tom's name at the top?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't know.
It's funny.
I'm gonna be a comic when I'm older. I don't know. Yeah,
it's a shout out.
It's a shout out. He pays me. It's like you don't even know about it yet. It's like Patreon. You don't know. I get sponsors for my homework, and I write their names on the top of the paper. Yeah.
Oh man.
Is that a thing, by the way? Side note, like, do kids give reports anymore in school? Like, do they have to stand in front of the class and give a report? Or is that too triggering for them? Maybe teachers don't want kids to feel dumb or whatever, so they don't give reports. But if they do, maybe that's who we sponsor. We find somebody giving a book report, and before they get going, they go, "Hey, I have a book report on Abraham Lincoln. Before I go, I'd like to tell you a little bit about Heffron Reep podcast." And they kind of like plug stuff. So please tell your parents to go coupon code, and then they read the report. That's a way.
I kind of like this. What if we could sponsor commencement speeches when people graduate, especially the ones that are like end up in the news or televised,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking because we want more eyeballs. If it's a kid in a high school and there's 30 kids in the class, that's wasted. We want more people watching. Commencement speech. Think about that, John. We'll do that.
Dude, we could sponsor like when people picket and march.
Oh,
like, and don't worry about what it's for, but just be like, this march is brought to you by the Heffron Reep podcast.
Oh, we could. Yeah, this
Give
is
them
great.
Signs. Give them signs.
We'll have signs already made that have Heffron and Reep at the bottom of it. It'll say like, my body, my choice up here, but down here, brought to you by Heffron and Reep.
Yeah, actually, your body, our choice, Heffron and Reep.
Yeah, happy National Women's Checkup Day, everybody.
Yeah, like that video, that guy at the Maskers holding up the sign in the middle of all those women that says "Iron my shirt."
I forgot about that. Oh,
yeah.
I love that shit. That's funny.
That's good.
We gotta wrap this one up, boy.
I agree. It's been a great Monday.
Yeah. Happy May the 9th, everybody.
May the 9th be with you, or whatever.
Yes. Reno, what's coming up for you? Plug some
stuff, man.
I got the 18th, I'm going to be at the Paramount Arts Theater in Ashland, Kentucky. And then the 20th and 21st, I'm at the Improv in Denver. And then the week after that, I am at the Funny Bone in Omaha, Nebraska.
Nice, buddy.
Wait, hold on, Reno. Can I ask you? Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
What weekend are you at the Funny Bone in Omaha?
I don't have it in front of me, but it's...
Is it June?
I know what he's doing.
Is it June?
May, I think.
What?
No, wait, hold on. Is it May now?
It's May, so it's probably June.
The last in June. Like the first week in June, I think.
First week in June. Okay.
I think that might be right.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's funny. Because hey, do you want promos for that week? I have them already made.
Yeah.
Because look at, I'm gonna show you something that I was told. Okay, let me just.
What's it say?
We can't read that, John. I mean, Funny Bone Omaha, Friday, Saturday, that same weekend that Reno's there.
I think I'm there the next week.
I got booted, so I thought they called you in as a replacement.
No. Hey, honey.
That would be great. I hope
Sandy.
They're gonna see a great show. Yeah. They're gonna.
Hey, Sandy.
Do John's act.
Hey, look on my calendar.
No, you're not. You're there.
I'm in Omaha.
You're the weekend before me.
I am.
Yeah.
Well, so but John, if he's there before you, you should make him do what I'm going to do for you when I'm in Toledo.
But I got aced out of Omaha.
You're not even going to Omaha.
Yeah, nobody even told me I'm not there, and they threw me in Toledo. So
okay,
that's closer for you though.
It is. I'll be honest. It's a 42-minute drive.
Yeah.
So just when you're on stage that weekend, go, boy. Heffron was going to be here next week. You
I'm there
guys,
the 27th.
yeah. So okay, that was the week before. That would have been.
I could have.
Anyway, that is so all those plugs. You can go to heffronreep.com. For more of those dates, right?
Yeah, or RenoCollier.net.
No. RenoCollierComedy.com. I got rid of the .net, baby.
Did you really? Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Somebody in China was holding it hostage. They wanted $5,000, and I'm like, dude, I'm out.
Yeah. So now it's RenoCollierComedy.com. Got it.
And also on comedy related, we just added napkins to our thebestcuttingboards.com. If you're looking for some handmade cloth napkins, make sure you go to thebestcuttingboard.com.
Is that to clean up the saw wound?
Yeah. So some of them have blood on it already.
Yeah, I'm officially the guy who where it says days of safety on the work floor. I'm the guy who gets to flip that to 0. Well, it's progression, not progressive. Whatever it's called.
I love it.
It's progression, not perfection, or something. All right.
Thank you, Reno, for doing this.
Oh,
buddy.
dude, I love you guys, man. Thanks for having me on.
Man. And everybody, thanks for watching Heffron and Reep. Don't forget, heffronandreep.com, Patreon, blah, blah, blah. We will see you back here next week for a new Heffron and Reep live and in person, I believe. Right, John? Will you be live on this one?
Yes. Maybe even in
Maybe
studio
we'll
with you?
together.
Something like that's happening.
Yeah. There's a chance that we'll be here together. So stay tuned. Come back next week. We'll get to your comments next time. And for Reno Collier and for John Heffron, I'm John Reep. You've been watching Heffron and Reep. Take us out, somebody, or just end it.
Hit a button.